Hello everybody, it's Christina and I have already pre-made my little hexies. Well, that one's alright. So I noticed someone else said the same thing. I have a problem sometimes with them going like that. I don't quite know what happens with that, but it doesn't look right, does it? Looks like that should be higher or something. Right, we'll toss that. Okay. So I had this little bit of quilting that I had done on a previous tag and really didn't like it, so remade another one. And it had lots of blanket stitch wool and everything in it. So I've taken all of the wool and everything off and decided to use this side. I like that. It's got lots of holes in it, but that's okay. We'll fix that. So, how's everyone going? I'm getting better all the time. I've been out to Woodend twice. I hope everyone else is doing really well. My little trips out to Woodend, what I realised that, let's just separate these a bit so they're not all in the same place. I realised, I might have mentioned it before, in these newer townhouses, it's so nice. Oh, it's lovely, you know, it's like, oh, it looks all nice and everything. But their standards, they just don't need to put much airflow in, which is a real shame, because what it does is means that I've not been feeling 100%, but as soon as I went out to Woodend to the trees and had a walk in the, you know, fresh air, I just realised that as we get towards winter here and you sort of shut the house up a lot more, that there's actually no airflow. They put the smallest windows in and it's really, it's not making me feel healthy. So that was part of the issue that I think I've been going through over these last few weeks. So I've been out to Woodend twice and I'll probably go out, I'll try and at least go out once, maybe twice a week now, so as I'm feeling a lot better. Don't sew your finger. I don't really need to sew my finger to that, do I? Okay. Look, honestly, I think the effect of these is really great. However, they're very fiddly. I don't think I'm the only one saying that this week. Fiddly things. Probably catching a bit of the paper. Anyway, what I did was, I did print out the same as Anne on a Word document, and I honestly thought I was making them a bit bigger, but now they're not. They're really not. They're quite small. So I'm not planning this out too much, and I'm just trying to catch a little bit of the edge. Righto. I like that white one. How do I want to go? Maybe like that. I'm not worrying too much about my thread. I'm just, I'm not pulling it tight. I'm just letting it come up a bit. So it doesn't matter because on the back it'll be hidden anyway. So I've been off to the doctor's this morning. I mentioned before, I've had a few dizzies. Actually, I'm dizzy quite a lot. He thinks it's blood pressure. My chiropractor thinks it's blood pressure. So going to Woodend has helped. Just to relax, chill out a bit. But also special appointment for the neurologist because I've got to have an MRI. Right, let's put this way. Getting old, man, that sucks. I've heard people say before in the past, like, you know, when you get older that you still feel young. Hi, Ariane, because this is a conversation we've both been having about going and having MRIs. Yeah, there we go. All right. Yeah, getting old. Who needs it? All right, that looks a bit like it should have something else somewhere to not make it look weird. All right, that one will fit there. Thanks, Anne. Fiddly little things they are. Where's the edge of that? Right, where's it going? That's going there, on that edge. I've been having one of my little moments where I watch all the tiny homes on YouTube. I love that. But this time I've been watching all how they make the vans, which is quite interesting. I don't think I'd do it myself. I think I'd rather buy one ready done. Sometimes I just want to do that. You know, that's what I want to do sometimes. Other times I just kind of think, oh, who could be bothered? But it's fun to watch the videos and see what people do, the little tiny homes and the vans and things. I think I mentioned before my friend Chloe's done up a van and it broke down the other day. And Chloe and her dad both understand mechanics, you know, the whole mechanics things. Well, that's got to be not there. It's got to hide around the back. So they've gone and they've fixed up those little problems that they were having. Okay. Thanks everyone who watches the videos. It's really fabulous. Don't forget, like, subscribe, etc., etc. My tag videos get the highest views, which is interesting. Funny, being as I started out as a junk journaler, that's how it goes. I like those. I'm not sure if let me have a look. Do I want to put them? I don't know if I necessarily need to join every single one to the one thing. Like I could have maybe one in here, or just join that to there. Like they don't need to be all in one block, do they? Where's that? Oh, maybe that one does. I'm going to go. All right, if you're jumping across the pond, you should end the thing. That's what I reckon. Do the thing. Start it again. Okay. Jumping across the pond. What are you saying, Christina? Oh, you've got to laugh. Don't you? You do have to laugh. There we go. I'm going to just snip all those off. Okay, where was I putting this one? Here on that one there. That's nice. Anyway, you just, as Anne already said, and you've probably all already watched that, you just basically can make a Word document and drop in the shape. Just drop in a hexy shape and make it, just drag it to make it the size you want. Right, let's look at it. Maybe that one can go there. Just using a, where is it? Here it is, the Guatemalan cotton. But it's, I love this because it's actually a quilting cotton and it's just a little bit thicker. And it feels robust, like if you give it a good yank it's not going to break. You know, some of the older thinner cottons, if you gave it a good yank it would just break. Oh, okay. Who noticed that I did that? I bet you all did, and no one could yell at me and say, "Oi, you're doing it backwards." How annoying. That was silly. Right. Take 2. Pull a knot in the end. So my sister might pop in today for lunch because she just started a new job working in an old people's home. Well, doing admin. So she's not actually working in an old people's home. She's working, going around. She's not a nurse, so she's not administering the injections, but she's working, doing the paperwork or whatever for going around to old people's homes to give them the vaccine, the jabby jab. So she is like one street over. Like she lives nearly an hour away from me, but it's brought her to my local area today, so she's just one street over there. And I said pop in for lunch for a cup of tea, but she wasn't sure whether she could or not, so we'll wait and see, but she might pop in for lunch. Here we go. That looks a bit wobbly there, doesn't it? All right. What's going on with that one? It's just a bit loose. Loosey-goosey. All right, I don't mind that. That's fine. I cut off these little edges. Take them right back. Right, okay. So we're here. What have we got left? Don't want that too close. Don't want that too close. Maybe a light one here. Small edge. Yes, I do find them a little bit difficult when they're so fiddly and small. close. So what colour? Dark one could fit in there. Not much else has been happening over my way. Basically just doctor's visits. Visit the doctor, scan forms, speak to the specialist. That's about it, really. I find that when you're on a bit of a roll with the doctor's appointments, it kind of takes up a lot of time. Well, it does for me. It does seems to take up all the time. It's not really true, of course. I do still have time to do this. Watch a few crazy conversion videos. Not conversion. Not that sort of conversion, but the sort of bus conversion type of videos. Hang out with Nathan at Wood End. That's actually the best thing I've done this week. Quite a few paintings. Actually, I'll show you because why not? All right. I need to distract myself now, so I just feel like I'm waffling on. Let me finish this one and I can go off and come back. Coming along. 3 more to go. Right, so paperwork to do. Had a little forage while I was out at Wood End and found the complete collection of Winnie the Pooh. So that'll be in my Saturday Winnie the Pooh maker. I'm going to use some to do some pockets and stuff. That was exciting. That was a good little forage at the op shop. Usually I do Thread Thursday for that, or my Snippet Saturday, which is not Snippet Saturday at the moment. So I've got the underpants as Laurie Marie Jenkins. Now, I used to love how she called the under layer. So these have been, this is a bit of wrapping paper. This is a bit of napkin. And I found this little, I wonder where that is. On my forage, I found this little book, which has got all these little diagrams, and it's been great. So Laurie Marie Jenkins calls the underlayer underpants, and then apparently she got in trouble off YouTube because for saying underpants. How dare she say underpants on YouTube? Naughty, naughty. Well, anyway, Laurie Marie, I loved that you called them underpants. I wish you could do it again. So this is an underlayer with a bit of coloured gesso and a bit of white gesso. So ready to start adding more layers. That's one. So I was keeping to the same colour palette because I had got the new coloured gessos. This one, probably cover up the cactus a little bit. It's a bit too obvious. So they're 2 canvases that I've done. And I just did a whole heap of on this thick cartridge paper. And so they're collages that I've started to add layers to. I don't know if I like that one yet, but these are still in the underpants stages. And you know, sooner or later you kind of find something you love and you can work with it. So they're just the pages. This one I've started with poster pen on top, having fun. And I've done these wooden boards, I love these. So I've started this one, but all of them are still in the early stages. But that's what I did, and that's what brought me joy this week out at Woodend. And let's see, I am going to go off and do some more on this, and then I'll come back. All right, I've got them together, and I'm just getting these last little bits of paper out from the middle. Had a nice afternoon tea with my sister, who finished work early and is heading on to another place. So I've decided here to use tweezers because they're very little and they're very fiddly. Even using the tweezers is a bit fiddly, but I don't need to keep mine. I'm happy to make new ones if I ever do this again. I said that the last time I wasn't doing it again. There we go. Alright, so they're ready. Now, lots of little bits that are going to have to be tucked under. Right, I like that, but what I thought was it was a bit bare, so I've ended up making two large ones to sit underneath, and then put it over the top. Yeah, I like that. Alright, so with these ones, I'm just stitching them down with just still using the same cotton. And what I did on the gold one was I got this last line done here and then took the paper out. And then just finish securing it down. Put that behind. And now I like it up that way. Maybe I like a bit coming off there. I still like it this way. Maybe it has to just come around a bit, like something like that. Now I probably don't need to stitch this down so much because it's going to go. Oh, that's going to be interesting getting through there. Unless I just do, right, let's pin it. It's feeling quite thick under there. Righto. Do I or don't I? If I just come through here, just big stitches, then they might be easy to get out later. Then I don't have to have those pins there. That'll work, won't it? Then we can take these pins out and start stitching. That's probably enough. Righto, that'll do. Now I've got to work out what I am going to use to... I don't need to secure that because I'm going to take it out. What am I going to use for the background? That's the question. Now, I think all my threads are in the other room, so I'll come back. Okay, I'm just finishing off the last little bits. We can have a look at it. I don't actually recall seeing on Anne's what this is called. I guess it's just called hexies. So, or paper piecing. There we go, last one. So what I did, I took out the stitches around the outside and just the stitches that were holding everything down. It actually feels like, yeah, it feels really nice, like sort of almost like a cardboard the way it is. Anyway, that's my one for this week. Tag 18. Paper piercing. Piercing. I always think she says piercing, but it's piecing. Right. Paper piecing. I can't get it. All right, anyway, week 18, hexies with the straight stitch all the way through it. Lovely, very enjoyable. All right, thanks for watching and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.